Alright, today we're doing our voltage mod ultimate review. We're going to be reviewing all of our studies on all the current fully automatic streamlined blasters, including the Stampede, the Raven, and this Vulcan here. First up, we're start rocking these Stampedes. We're going to go with the stock everything. We're just going to get a good baseline. D batteries there, a good baseline of what we're working with right out of the box. We're going to go ahead and move that up to a voltage modified stock, kind of show you what is possible with very little investment. Moving up, we're going to go into the Nerf spring modified, AR removed, and a 12 volt power system, and show you a little bit of the range increase you might get with that and some of the rate of fire you're going to get with the voltage increase. And then finally we're going to move over to the Orange ModWorks Night Finder spring, the 2.5 times spring with 13 volts through our lithium-ion battery pack. We also tested the Night Finder 2 times spring, but found that that failed in all instances, so we will not be reviewing that because it obviously is nothing to review. Following up, the Rayvens, simple modification of stock versus TrustFires, and TrustFires versus Lipos, and why we choose Lipos over TrustFires for accuracy. And then ultimately just kind of comparing it all against our new favorite, the Predator, which is more to come on that, but ultimately I think you guys will find this is the ultimate winner. So let's get started. Alright, as promised, first up, stock Stampede. Tape, D batteries, 35 round drum. We're just going to burn through the whole thing. And we're empty. You notice it's less than 30 feet and I'm having to 20-30 degree angle arc it to even hit the shade there. That's stock. Alright, we're back with the stock blaster. Again, stock, no tape. Standard double A's. Just 12 volt system. Very cheap. Okay, gonna get, again, 35 round drum. Just gonna burn the whole thing again. And again, we're dry. You'll notice on this setup as well, had to arc 10 to 20 degrees to even hit the shade. Rounds are kind of all over the place, even at this short distance. So. Alright, now we're showing the Nerf springs mod on eBay. Just a spring and seal kit. Yellow tape here. Modded with the traditional 4 TrustFires. This is what most people would put in their Stampede in some format. I'm going to show you the problems we ran into with this actual spring setup. Doesn't cock. Gun gets locked in a cycle. Doesn't complete. Every once in a while we'll get it to work right. Spring seems to push it. Tried varying voltages between 12 and 13. It seems around 10 to 11 volts it works, so we're going to look into that further. Alright, and finally we have the Orange ModWorks 2.5 times Night Finder spring situated in our green machine. Again, 35 round drum. In this situation, we're running 13 volt Lipos. Go ahead and burn those up. Burn that clip. It's pretty accurate. They're definitely coming out of there with force. I'm going to switch over to the TrustFires now and to see what kind of differences we're going to notice with the Orange ModWorks spring. We prefer the Lipos, but we know a lot of people use the TrustFires, so we're going to go ahead and review those as well. And we're dry. Again, good ranges, good force, accurate. Rate of fire was obviously higher than the Lipos, but you could definitely hear the mechanics were really trying. So, moving on. Alright, next up we have a stock Raven. 4 regular AA's, 18 round drum. Pretty decent. You can see how between trigger pulls, if it's not spun up, they barely hit the shape. Wow. Moving on to the 13 volt. And we're out. I'm going to switch over the TrustFires and reload right back. Alright, we're back with the TrustFire Raven. 18 round clip. We should note two things we've noticed with the TrustFires. One, the batteries are slightly longer than traditional AA's, so the compression on the springs internally is quite great. We think that could cause wear. It also kind of stretches the plastic out. We noticed this when trying to use TrustFire batteries in our battery packs as well, that they were stretching the battery packs out. We were concerned about that. Secondly, the voltage that's applied by the TrustFires is high enough to trigger their thermal sensor that's located down here in the handle. So if you use it consistently, the gun will actually shut off. So again, not the best scenario, but we're going to give it a try anyway. Very similar performances, similar accuracies. In some cases the TrustFire's got a little unwieldy on another Raven we had, but seems to be okay. So all in all, people would be happy with their TrustFires and their Ravens. Otherwise, we recommend the Lipos because they don't trigger the thermal sensor. Alright, next up's the Vulcan. Alright, first up is a stock Vulcan with this traditional 6D batteries in it. I'm just going to set that up as a baseline. Alright, lastly is the 2.5 times modified Vulcan spring by Orange Mod Works with a 4-pack of TrustFires. This will be a common setup for most people. Alright, we're going to finish up with a 26 volt modified Vulcan featuring the 2.5 times spring from Orange Mod Works and 8 Lipo rechargeable batteries.